Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Joe Provost, the Wrench and Realtor, and there's a brand new law in Massachusetts that every buyer, seller, real estate agent needs to know about. Starting October 15th, a major change goes into effect to protect your rights to a home inspection. And here's what's changing and why it matters. Under the new regulation, sellers and their agents can no longer make a home sale contingent on the buyer waiving a home inspection. That means no more pressure to skip an inspection just to get your offer accepted. In fact, sellers can't even accept an offer if they know ahead of time that the buyer plans to waive an inspection. This change was actually part of the Affordable Homes Act that was signed into law by Governor Maura Healey. Basically, it was all about creating a fairer, more transparent home buying process. But let's be clear here. Buyers can still choose to skip an inspection if they want to, but that decision has to be their own, and it's not something that can be pushed or encouraged on by the seller or their real estate agent for that matter. Now, if you've been in the market these past few years, you've seen how competitive things can get. Buyers were often pressured to drop their inspection just to be able to compete in this market, and that can lead to expensive surprises down the road. This law now says enough is enough. It gives every buyer a real shot at doing their due diligence, kind of levels the playing field per se. So there are a few other things to know. So first off, sellers will now be required to give buyers a written disclosure that says, hey, we're not making a sale contingent on you waiving your inspection, and yes, you can have one. The second part of that is if that disclosure isn't given, that's a violation of the consumer protection laws. So obviously, we don't want to be breaking any laws here. Additionally, there's a limited exemption for new construction houses, but that's only if the contract is signed before the house is finished and the builder includes at least a 1-year warranty. And lastly, I believe it was like family transfers, estate planning, things like that. Those are also exempt. But don't worry, we still have a little bit of time to adapt. The law doesn't kick in until the 15th of October. So there's time for us to have our new forms generated, trainings for agents and brokers, and obviously training for the public so they understand what exactly it is and how it affects it. So the bottom line here is home inspections are back in your hands, whether you're buying or selling. I guess you can consider it a win for transparency, fairness, and overall peace of mind. But if you have any questions or you want to know how this could impact your next move, reach out to me. I'm always here to help.